Hello everyone, right, you might gather from the title of this video, I'm doing a metal detecting kind of documentary just for like a day, you know, going out hunting from beginning to end kind of thing. I've not seen anyone do one before. I mean, obviously people show their stuff in the morning and stuff like that, but I'm just going to do a typical preparing yourself to go out metal detecting, things you need to remember even like the day before, like now, just general things you do throughout the day, and then obviously the final coming home, just to give people an idea of like what's actually involved in the whole metal detecting hobby throughout your day. It's not just, you don't just get up, go out, dig, come home, job done. There's things you have to put in place. So first of all, we're going to start off with the battery situation. So I've done it before, plenty of people do it, we all do it, we all make the mistake, we all go out, we totally forget about the batteries, which I don't make that mistake anymore. I've done it too many times, don't do it anymore. I do forget my spade though, but I don't forget this anymore. So rule number one, like I've got this for my pinpointer, because my pinpointer, even though I don't need it all the time, I do like it. It does save a lot of time. So plug that in, that's on charge. When that's charged, that'll be ready for when I go out tomorrow. So I've got these Eneloop batteries for my metal detector. I've also got these backup ones, but I'll charge these up fully, and then these are, I mean, they hold enough charging if I need to do sort of an extra hour or whatever. But I'll probably give them a little top up as well. So that's the battery situation, just make sure that's done. Other thing I like to do is I will clean this, I will clean out my fines bag. Generally you find, if you've been out like in here, you start finding like old bits of trash, and there's like a weight there and bits of mud in that, so I'll clean that bag out ready for tomorrow as well. This is me food for now, but for tomorrow I like to take like a little packed lunch kind of thing, because if you're going to be out for like a few hours, you'll get a little bit hungry and you'll be like, oh, I fancy something. So take something with you, take a drink. Like I'll take a bottle like this just with some juice in it or whatever. Some people take flasks of tea, coffee, cakes, you name it. I just have enough, you know, sort of some energy, chocolate and stuff like that. Alright, so it's the morning after the preparation. Got my battery sorted, pinpointer's ready, got power to that, it's all clean, bag's all ready to go. Just going to stick them spare batteries in there for now. Got my drink, I've got another packed lunch bag, I'll just grab some more little bits for the morning. Little bit of energy. Metal detector's all ready to rock. Batteries are in there. We'll just double check that. Yeah, full battery, she's rocking. Gonna get this stuff in the car and get down the field. Right, so always do a quick check before you set off if you've got a long journey. Mine's not too bad, but still check. So metal detector, check. Batteries, power, check. Headphones, pinpointer, fines bag, digging blade, boots, gloves and a spade. Right, as if by magic we are here. So the first thing we do when we get to site, unless you smoke, then you probably have a cigarette, but I don't do that no more. So what I do is I get my boots on. So I put the boots on, get out these trainers, get my gloves together, and then I'm going to put this on, get the metal detector and spade out, and then we're going over there. Alright, it is a beautiful day, it really is nice. It's about 16 degrees. The soil's actually damp. You'll see footprints from when it was really soggy, but now it's dried out, but it's still quite damp, so we'll be getting quite a bit of depth. Another thing we do when we're metal detecting is we do long walks. Part of this hobby, you might get an area where you can only put your car in a certain place, and you have to trek quite far. You know, like, you might even have to walk like a mile or two with all your gear, and yeah, it's just part of the hobby, really. Oh, it's quite nice. You get to take in all the scenery. Some people walk through like meadows, and other people walk through, you know, like sheep farms and cows, horses. So you get to see all the naturey bits, hear the birds all chirping away, get away from the city life and all that. So yeah, I'm just wandering my way over to where we're going to start concentrating on an area, and we'll show you the first find. See you in a bit. Alright, so the first thing I do when I'm on a field is I get the ground balance and I turn it most of the way off, so I can manually turn it right down. So now my machine's quite chatty. Let me just turn the, so you can hear it. It's quite chatty. Make sure we're not near anything major. And then pump it, settle it down. So now my ground balance is 68, and I'll actually drop that down to, and now I'm ready. Right, see you on the first one. Alright, so first signal of the day, it started off as a 40, and when I dug the first hole it went up to about 60, so right. It's in here. Looks like a button. Is it going to be a button? I think it is, yeah. Anything on it? No, it's just a flat button. Right, that's our first signal. Right, this is my next signal. There's a bit of iron around it. It's about an 80. It's not the cleanest signal. It's out of that hole. It's ringing as 82. I think it. Oh, it's there. It's a buckle. A buckle. There it is. What buckle are we? That's like some sort of horse brass type of affair. There you go. Signal number 2 onto a buckle. Right, signal number 3. This is a 65. Again, it's got some bad sort of iron around it, but it's consistent, so we'll dig that. Right, this has turned out to be some sort of knob, modernish, because it's got a thread on it. As soon as you see a thread, you know it's not going to be mega old. Right, next find. Right, this next signal, let me just switch it again. I've got this thing on my headphones, by the way, which I can go between it coming out the speaker, or if I flick it, it comes out the headphones. So that's, I'm not just going around detecting without headphones. Right, so this one's quite a sharp 55. Very nice sound, but with that little warble it could be a shotgun cartridge, or it could be something alright. Okay, so split the soil apart and I see something round. Not sure if it's going to be a button again or a coin. It's quite thin. No, it's definitely a coin. Definitely a thin coin, probably a farthing. It's about the right size for a farthing. Oh, I think I see a date. It's 1862, yeah. So that is a Queen Victoria, probably a farthing. Nice. Whoop. Right, let's carry on. We're on to a coin at least. Right, next decent signal. It's probably been about 20 minutes. It's actually has something worth digging. That's 55. Right there. Right, it's right, it's there. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's just a chunk of lead. Something like that. Oh no, it's something that's mangled up. Might be lead. But yeah, one of them. Just right, I just dug this out of here. It's got like a, yeah, it's out the hole. So you can hear it's got some iron as well as some decent metal. It's jumping about from 48 to 55. So it's definitely out the hole. Right, it's that, whatever that is. What have we got here? Oh wow, is this a fibula? Oh, it is. It might even be complete, you know. I've never found one like this before. Well, yeah, it's pretty much nearly there. That's a fibula. It's not in the best of nick, but it's definitely bits missing on it. I don't know if that's Roman or, but yeah, that's definitely the pin off the fibula. Sweet, Roman artifacts, nearly 2,000 years old. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's carry on. Okay, so I've just been spiraling round. I found the brooch there. So spiraling is where you detect around it, and you just keep getting wider and wider and wider. Got here, just had another signal in the 40s. I don't know what it's going to be. Is that it? No. Okay, it's down here. Where are you? Right, it's this. Whatever this is. Oh, it's a lovely shotgun casing. Well, the end of one anyway. You can always tell with the little round circles. It's definitely not Celtic. Right, another decent signal. 53. 49 to 53, right there. Down here should be a signal. What's that? What are you? Are you a button? I think you are, yep. Just a flat button. Right, forgot to mention this, sort of on a metal detecting kind of day out. Every hole you dig, you should fill. So it's sort of leave it as you found it. No farmer wants to look down their field and see loads of potholes all over it, especially when they're seeding it. We won't be able to get on this field after this hunt actually until the crops have grown and been harvested. This is the last time I'm going to get on here. So yeah, always leave holes filled in. It just shows a bit of respect for the farmer's land. Alright, the camera's out, so this can only mean one thing. another signal. Right, that one's a 51. So yeah, we're going to dig right there. Right, it's out the hole. First spade fall. And it's down here. It's pretty small, whatever it is. Is that it? Yeah. Probably another button. Yep. Another one of them flat buttons. We love them. We just love them. Right, I'm heading back to the car. I'm just going to go and get a drink, have a break. It's been about another half hour. I've not really had any signals. Just a few little bits of lead. Didn't bother filming them. And yeah, I'm going to have a drink, some food, chill out for a little bit, have a little rest, and then I'll be back down here to carry on. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back out again for round 2. I just had a really hideous iron signal, but it was constant, so I was just checking there's nothing else in the spoil. But yeah, I found a square buckle. But yeah, first part of the hunt to find a Roman fibula. It's pretty good to think that, you know, I've come out this morning, found a few little bits, you've seen everything that happened, and then bam, out of nowhere you find an artifact that's like 2,000 years old, and you get to be the first person to pick it up since it was left there, which is pretty awesome, which is why we do this hobby. Right, so I found a buckle, don't know how old that is, but right, let's go on to the next one. My next signal is 60, sort of 68. It's got some iron in there as well, but it's constant. Alright, it's there. Oh, by the way, some of you might be thinking, like, oh, what is that on his coil? Well, I've been buying coil protectors for ages, and they always crack when you hit a rock like that, and it splits down the side and it starts falling apart. So I've still got the one that's kind of broken and falling apart on there, but what I did was get a sign thing and some tie wraps and just cut it out to the shape of the coil, because it's really easy to cut with a Stanley knife, and put it on the coil, and it does the job. And you can buy loads of that sheet. It doesn't have to be anything specific, as long as it's not too thick and too heavy. But yeah, it means you can like brush this over the ground and it's not going to wreck your coil, and it's way cheaper. You can buy a sheet of this for like £5 and cut out probably, I don't know, maybe nine coil covers. So yeah, that's what that is. Right, next target, it's a load of rubbish. I've just seen it. It's literally the last bit left of a shotgun cartridge. That's what you end up with. Right, just having a little breather, just taking in this lovely peaceful scenery. Beautiful. It's nice and quiet. The breeze, there's like a little breeze. It's hardly anything. I mean, you can probably see from these plants it's not really windy, it's just slightly breezy, but it's warm. It's like 17 degrees now, and yeah, so got about an hour and a half left, I think, an hour and a half, so let's see if we can find some more stuff. Right, next signal, there's a banging one. It's got like 67 right there. Let's dig it up. Right, that turned out to be just some crappy bunny thingy majig. Right, this one started off as a deep signal, and I've dug a bit of the ground out, and now it's kind of coming up near the 80s. So let's see, what have we got? Do I need to go any deeper? There. So we get this, stick this in the side. this out a minute. It's definitely in that little lump there. Okay, so we got it. What is it? It looks like a, is it a button with holes in, or is it a coin? Or what is it? No, it's a button. One of those old jean button things with 4 holes in it. Another thing during the day, what I tend to do, if I come across big items, like this is a big bare plough and it was like way down in the middle of the field, I just kind of put it off the field, because the farmer, I mean, if you find something like that and you don't want to carry it, it's too big, you can't put it in your pouch, don't just like leave it laying on the ground thinking, oh, that'll be right, because next time the farmer goes out ploughing and stuff, if that hits any equipment, it can do some serious damage, so you're better off just leaving it off the field, but not leaving my glove off the field, because I actually want that. Alright, see you on the next one, guys. Right, I thought I'd show you this signal because it's an interesting one, because it's really irony, but then right next to it is actually a decent signal. So you get all that, you might come across that and go, oh rubbish, and walk off. But look. So we've got the iron. That's actually a decent signal. So it's iron. And if I put this mode on 0, it just cancels it out, see? So let's see. I'll dig the iron up anyway. But let's see what that is right there. Right, see. Okay, so I've isolated the good target, which is now in this lump here. I mean, I say good target, it might still not be anything, but it's better than the nasty iron target. What are you? Right. Oh. Right, it's there. Whatever it is, it's there. And it is. Oh, it's one of them. It's a suspender clip. But you know, that could have been. It could have been a coin, could have been anything, but right next to some nasty iron. Alright, this signal started off as like a 46, and I dug a hole, it went into the 60s. And now it's like 49. No idea what it could be. But that's the whole point. Because you never know what it's going to be. But I know what it is. It's one of them lovely buttony shaped objects. Dun dun dun. Oh, someone was throwing these buttons around this field, I tell you. Alright, next target coming towards the end of the day. This was a solid 60. It's a musket ball. So yeah, probably get a few more targets before we head back to the car. Right, see you next. Little bit jumpy, 58, and it's there. Right. Okay, right, it's out. It's here somewhere. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Right. What's there? Oh, it's a big wiry thing. What is it? Yeah, it's just some twisted up bit of copper pipe. Right, I'm gonna head back to the car now and take off my boots, put my trainers on, put all the stuff in bags so the car doesn't get too filthy, and we're out of here. Right, so literally I was just doing the last signal and then I was heading back to the car, which is literally just there. Had this signal, didn't know if it was going to be anything spectacular, and then it looked kind of squarish and I thought, oh, it's just some trashy thing, but I think it's a hammer coin. I actually think it is a silver hammer coin. It's just in an absolute mess. Yeah, it has to be. No idea what it is. Looks like it might be part of one that was actually fairly big. No idea what that is, but it looks sick. So yeah, what a thing to end on. Right, so the boots are off in a bag so they don't get the car filthy. Trainers are on. Everything else is in the car. Detector's in a bag. Well, the coil part is. The Spade's in a bag. Everything's there. Yeah, just need to drive on home and then clean everything up and sort the video out. And that basically is a day in the life of a metal detectorist, or detectorist. Don't really even have to say metal detectorist, just a detectorist. People call you, are you a metal detector person-y, thingy-majig? Yeah, I'm one of them, yeah. So that's what it's like. Yeah, it's quite a physical, like, sort of thing on your body. If you think about going along, you're digging holes. Right, I must have dug over 100 targets. Don't film everything, it's pointless, because most of the holes are going to be like tiny little bits of lead or chunky sort of Roman hobnails which spike off signals, but you're kind of clearing the ground as you go, so the next time you come there's less rubbish and you're just sifting through it. But there's always going to be stuff, like even on a field like this, there's always going to be stuff there every year that the field's turned over, it becomes new again. People have been doing this field here and all these fields around this area for years and years and years, and every year something comes up, something new, and you'll find that on every sort of decent site that you get, there's a turnover every year, and it'll take some serious going to get rid of everything target wise in the ground, because the soil changes every day with the weather and the dampness. Like today was a good day. I've been here before where I've had hardly any signals, so yeah, that's kind of what it is. And I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm going home, and I'm going to edit this video, which again, I mean, it's not part of a detectorist day in the life of, but it's a part of my hobby. You know, as much as I enjoy detecting, I also enjoy editing videos. I haven't done any for a while, I've just been really busy, so apologies for that. I actually have some more footage from some other hunts which I haven't even edited yet. I just thought of doing this one for now, but yeah, I found some cool little bits and I'll be editing those videos and putting them up now. I've got a bit more time on my hands. Right, see you guys in a bit. I am back home with my finds, and last sort of thing that I'll do is clean up all the bits, really, just in case something I've missed, mainly like buttons and even bits of lead, you can suddenly find detail in stuff that you didn't see out on the field. So yeah, these are all the bits that we found. The Roman fibula, I'm gonna sort of clean that differently. It's a bit delicate, so I'm gonna soak that in oil, olive oil, after I've given it a little clean with some distilled water and a light brush. Like I use like a light toothbrush. I mean, this has been used quite a lot, so it's even softer. But yeah, I generally use that on a lot of stuff really. So right, we're going to get to work cleaning in here. I'll clean it in a bowl with an old, like for the rusty kind of crappy bits, I'll even use something that big. But wash it in here. Like, don't do it in your sink with all the mud, because all the bits will go into the pipe and then they'll sit there in the sort of bottom of the pipe. They won't actually flush through outside. So what I do is I clean them all into this tub, and then I take this outside and pour it down the drain, pour the mud away into the garden, just because I don't want it sticking in the pipes, unless you've got like a really decent filter, which things like that, and that's not good enough. The holes are still too big. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give these a quick clean, and then that'll be the end of it. Right, see you in a bit. Right, so the final part of my day is cleaning everything up and putting it out for you guys to look at it. This is literally everything from those hours that I spent there, and yeah, you can find stuff and just be disappointed at the end of the day, but you're going to have good days and bad days. And fortunately, I mean, I found this Roman fibula, which is awesome. I love it. It's got it's quite a simple design. I mean, this bit here, this would have come sort of along and down. It's sort of broken off a little bit there, and this pin thing would have come across and down here. That's snapped as well. But yeah, it's really cool to think they had like spring designs like that back then. It's great. But yeah, if I hadn't have found that, then I literally would have just found a couple of buckles, shotgun cartridges, some scrappy bits of lead, a musket ball. These are Roman hobnails, a bit more modern square nail, and then a really modern nail. Scrappy bits, that little bit there, which is off a suspender clip. So yeah, I could have ended up with just that, but yeah, thank God I found that, which I love to bits. And yeah, that is my day in the life of a metal detectorist complete. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe to the video if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. I dig the high tone.